Right. Hello, Jack. Hello, everyone else. The other day we got some time to ourselves and we left you sleeping while your granny and granddad stayed here watching our TV and eating our food. Well, we went to the cinema and go to see Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Now, we haven't put anything on here about it, but Kingsman 1 we love.
We love
really
Kingsman.
Good. Kingsman Secret Service was brilliant from the moment it opened with Dire Straits.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. Colin Firth,
Amazing.
out of his character, out of his usual genres of rom-com stuff, but he held up his action sequence was fantastic. He was brilliant in it.
And a fantastic first sort of massive Hollywood film for Taron Egerton as well.
Yeah,
So really glad to see his career took off.
So the first film we love.
We love it.
Second film,
we love it just as much.
Well, I mean, the opening wasn't as it didn't pull you straight in like the Dire Straits opening from the first one.
I think the fact that, the opening was okay, but the fact that they did another one-shot fight scene, again, they did a couple in this film, whereas I think there was just the one or the two in the first film. There was quite a few of them in this one. It was sort of a little bit overused. And to go from literally the first 10 seconds to a massive fight scene was kind of like, whoa, okay, hold on.
Yeah, there wasn't really a kind of I think it's supposed to be set a couple of years after the first film, but there wasn't really any kind of catch up.
No, it was 1 year, exactly.
Well, there wasn't any kind of catch up of kind of like, this is what they've been doing in the meantime, kind of montage or anything like that. It was just straight into, oh crap, there's this guy on my doorstep and he's...
And wait, it's the guy from the first film, who we all thought was dead. I didn't even pick up it was him in the trailer.
Yeah, it was the same actor, just he looks completely different.
Completely different.
Yeah, didn't even catch it in the trailers or anything.
No, I didn't realise it was him at all.
No, not until later on when we Wikipedia'd it and kind of like, oh, it is him. Oh, all right. I thought it was good. I liked it. The first 20 minutes are an absolute roller coaster because so much happens, and you're like, some of it you might know was going to happen, but you didn't think it was going to happen that quickly. Like, literally, the first 20 minutes are the trailer. And then the rest of the film. I mean, what about the new characters that come in? Halle Berry doesn't really get much to do.
I liked the Statesmen. I thought they were very funny in their own special ways. There was a lot less of Channing Tatum than I was expecting, and a lot more of everybody else. I think with the Statesman, they sort of made out like Channing Tatum was going to be a main character, and he spent most of it asleep. But Pedro Pascal, who people will know as Oberyn Martell from Game of Thrones, was amazing, and he was in it loads. It was so great to see him in it. Yeah,
it did worry me a bit because I'm not a big fan of Channing Tatum.
Yeah, luckily
so
he
it worried me a bit when he was in the trailers a lot, and then get to the film and the guy with the cameo has more screen time than he does.
Yeah.
Although the guy with the cameo is fantastic.
Oh,
absolutely hilarious.
Sir Elton John.
Yeah.
Sir Elton John. All hail thee. You were amazing. He was
hilarious.
Funny. He it's actually him acting as well. It was great, and he was just he was
and
amazing.
You can tell he was just so happy to poke fun of himself.
He was just ripping the mess out of himself. But one question we have, and please post your answer in the comments. You'll know what bit I'm talking about. Can you tell us what day Elton John sang? And what day you went to the cinema? Post your answers in the comment, because we want to know what we saw and heard and when we saw it, as opposed to what everybody else saw. Because we've got an idea, but we don't have any friends that have seen it to ask. So, the song Elton John sang regarding days, and what day did you see the film? And we'll just want to see what happened. See
whether they match, because they did when we went to see it.
It matched when we saw it, and we're wondering if it did for everybody else. So yes, please do that.
Elton John's fantastic cameo. Channing Tatum wasn't in it that much.
No.
But they did spend a good bit of screen time looking at his genital area.
I didn't like... I did and I didn't like this bit. When Eggsy is given the task to seduce a target, And although he does try to wrestle with his conscience and call Princess T before he does it, you know, I thought that was a bit kind of, it was just a bit...
Yeah, a bit quick to it.
It wasn't great. I think, you know, we all know that he loves Princess T, and, you know, I wasn't a big fan of that film. I just think it was a bit too kind of, like, I don't know, a bit lowbrow. What's the word for it? You know, like they just made a dirty joke for the fact of making a dirty joke.
Although when they revealed how the tracking device was supposed to work, everyone in the cinema was laughing, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
But not as much when Elton John first...
No.
When Elton John was on screen, everyone was laughing their arse off.
He was good.
What else?
The President of the United States wasn't portrayed fantastically well. He was a bit of a weird one. You're like... You don't quite understand what his, like, he does try and explain to people what his motives are, but you don't quite understand what his motives are.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, but fantastic English cast. Emily Watson appears. Elton John. You've got random people just pop up and you're like, hey, you're that guy. Keith Allen. Keith Allen pops up. And loads of other people that I can't quite remember because we saw the film a week ago exactly, and we should have done this on that night, but we were too tired and we just went to bed.
Yeah. I mean, Colin Firth, everyone knows he comes back anyway.
Yes.
It's not really a spoiler.
Him and Eggsy.
The relationship between him and Eggsy, I'm sure your mum's already writing a load of ship fiction.
I love Eggsy and Harry together, and they're fantastic. And there was some amazing scenes that you get to see that would have been fantastic in the first film, but worked just as well in this film. And I love it, and I'm so glad that Colin Firth is back. And I hope if they do make a third one that he's in it too.
Yeah, although it does start to make it a little bit like Eggsy was his rent boy.
No, Eggsy wasn't his rent boy. Eggsy set him free like a butterfly. Butterflies are a very big theme in this film.
I was a bit worried that it was going to be rather samey.
Oh yeah, the storylines definitely did differ.
And it could have done that sequel problem of just kind of like, let's do the same as last time but bigger. And they kind of poke fun of that a little bit because they had moments where you can like, oh, they're just about to do the same bit as last time, and then someone falls on their arse and someone else takes over and it's completely different. So
we're not going to say any spoilers, but the body count is pretty high and very, very gut wrenching. So if you haven't seen the film yet, please, for the love of take tissues with you. That's it. I think we don't want to spoil it for everyone. That's all we can really say without, ruining the film for them.
Yeah, I think we've said what we want to. Really, it's a good film.
Taron, awesome.
Yeah, it's
Pedro, awesome. Elton John, awesome.
Yeah.
Fight scenes, they were not too bad.
Yeah, we're happy with it.
Yeah, we enjoyed it
as a sequel. I wouldn't say it's not a T2 or an Aliens. It's not on that level of sequelness, but it's not a dreadful sequel.
No, it's not a dreadful sequel. It's definitely one to get on DVD and watch again.
I wouldn't say it's a step down. I think it's on the same kind of level. It's not a step up, but it's on the same kind of level. I think
definitely, and I hope they do a third one.
Yeah, a third one would be nice. And if you've got the time, we found today, check out Archer and Kingsman crossover.
Yes.
They did a little crossover video with the Archer TV series, and we were laughing at that as well. That's brilliant. So, yes, we would highly recommend Kingsman Golden Circle.
It gets 4 thumbs up from us.
4 thumbs up, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dancing thumbs. It gets dancing thumbs.
Gets dancing thumbs. Okay, we're very happy with it, and we recommend that anyone who enjoyed the first one, go see this one.
Yes, definitely do.
Yep. Good film. Okay. All right, and Jack and everyone else, time for our dinner, and then time for bed.
Yep.
Dinner, bed.
Good night.
Night, everyone. Bye.